This was the last moments before young Philly's world would come crashing down and he would get arrested for serious charges that we're going to get into today and everything around it. What happened to young Philly? An incident went down September 28, 2024 that's ruined his career. He was charged with 4 counts of sexual penetration without consent, 3 counts of assault, this is the same woman I'm hearing, and 1 count of impeding a person's normal breathing or circulation by applying pressure to their neck. So obviously strangulation. This situation eventually occurred in Australia, a Perth hotel room after young Philly performed at a nightclub in Hillary's. After he was arrested, he was extracted to Perth for a court appearance, and young Philly was granted bail under strict conditions, which include him not leaving Western Australia and reporting to the police daily, and a ban of contacting the alleged victim and discussing it on social media. We're in November right now, and as of the current status, he remains in Australia pending a further court proceeding. His next court appearance is scheduled for December 19th, 2024, just 6 days out from Christmas, and he must stay in Perth until then. When it comes to the victim, she has not been identified, but what she has told the police and what they have said is that obviously she was taken advantage of when she went back with him, but not only that, the police themselves say her injuries are so bad there's no way it could have been consensual. They're that out of the norm. Straight away the internet took to find old clips of him that was very bizarre. In terms of the strangulation situation, there was a clip of I Show Speed that he was already getting backlash for, the way he said this to the woman live on a stream.
Okay, look, monkey see, monkey do. You're crazy.
I'm talking to
it wasn't like a joke, it was more like a, you know what I mean? What else?
Yeah, see, look.
Yo, okay. Monkey see, monkey do.
A lot of these clips, the problem is, could be taken out of context and make them to look back. Example, this one went viral, but it's just chunks talking about the size, you know what, and not that he's a weird person, but this could be taken out of context if not explained.
I want to let him marry my family player. Why? I'm a good man. What's wrong with me?
No, I have too many stories. But anyway, yeah.
What stories?
Huh? But that's very scary.
Yeah, but what's that got to do with you when I'm plotting? You've just got to worry about I'm treating your sibling good.
Safe to say when this situation came out, his friends spoke initially and were just in shock, basically saying they can't comment because of legal proceedings.
Oh yes, boys. This whole situation, I don't know what do you know what I mean? What do I do? Lads, I found out the same time as you lot, probably later, to be fair, because I'm not going to lie, I overslept. Lads, I'm as shocked as you lot are. I'm like, hand on heart, generally, I'm as shocked as you lot are. Look, I'm just going to play FIFA, man, like, let's just chill, play the RTG, like, what do you want me to do, mate?
Right, see what's going on Twitter. First of all, I'm the exact same as yous. I'm shocked. Yeah, you know, mental. But he's now obviously involved in legal proceedings. I cannot comment on legal proceedings. Yeah, you know it is. Mad. 17,000. I didn't even get this on GNT before it. Crazy. But no, chat. Honestly, I can't comment on legal proceedings. I don't know anything more.
The following day after young Philly's arrest, he appears in the police station but runs straight past the reporters, avoiding all questions. Chunks come out for the first time, basically saying he's not going to comment on this matter.
Yes, my peoples, like everyone, I've heard the reports coming out of Australia. Whilst I understand many of you want my reaction on it, as this is an ongoing court case, I hope you guys can understand that I can't and won't be commenting on it publicly. So yeah, I've just come on here to basically let you know the reasons as to why I can't. Love.
That wouldn't stop other people having their own comments, and character references is the main thing that come next. A woman come out defending young Philly, saying that she used to speak to him, he's not like that. Then another woman come out who said that she met up with him when she was 17 and was told to stay silent by a manager, and I'll play both of these situations to you guys now.
Right, so I've seen what's been happening, I've seen everything on the internet, and I just want to talk about this, and here's my side of the story. Now, before we start, obviously I don't want to air personal business, that's private. We were speaking last year, can't give you really time frames, and we kindled at Misfits. I actually know Philly, so at least the people that are watching this can have something based on someone that actually knows him, and not people speculating and just know him from seeing him on the internet and Garth and Turf. Philly is someone that I know and get on with, right, okay? I'm not here to say things did or didn't happen. All I'm here to say, to tell you even, is my side of the story. My experiences with Philly made me feel comfortable. When we rekindled this year, there was actually, I'm going to make a point of saying this, there was a point where he was like, if you don't want to do anything, if you don't want to, bear in mind we'd spoken last year, we'd been seeing each other last year, and even then he was like, if you don't want to do anything, if you're not comfortable, we don't have to. I just want to make a point of, he's never made me feel any pressure, and I think until we've got definitive answers to the question, I'm not discrediting what's happened. I don't know the ins and outs, and probably neither do you. I'm just here to give a balanced side of the story, you know what I mean? Just give you someone that's actually knows him, my side. I don't owe him anything either, you know, he's not asking me to do this, no one's pressuring me to do this. I just want to just say, let's all just calm down for a second until we know all the ins and outs, and my personal experience is that he was fine with me. And the reason I'm coming on and saying this is not for any reason for clout, to be like, oh, none of that, trust me. I'm aware that a lot of the people that he's working with that you may see as his friends, the people that he's done business with, they can't speak out about it. And so here I am, and this is my truth. I don't know if I'm willing to answer any more questions, because I don't want people to dip into my private life or his private life, and I guess we're just going to have to wait to see what the results and verdicts are. Like I said, I'm not trying to convince anyone yes or no. I'm just trying to give a different agenda, like a...
Now, this next woman had a situation with young Philly when she was 17 a few years ago, and decided to speak out all these years later about the video that was going viral because of this case.
And to be honest, I never planned on saying anything at all. It's only because of what's come out now that I feel like I should have said something in the past, and I should say something now. 4 years ago, I spoke to young Philly on Instagram DM. He DM'd me, and I ended up going to his flat. Him and his management, they worked very hard to manipulate me, obviously me when I was 17, and to make me feel like if I said anything, then they could ruin my life would be over, you know, it'd be awful for me, awful for my mental health. So they convinced me to stay quiet. Right now I just feel awful, because I feel like, in light of what's happened to this poor woman in Australia, maybe it could have been prevented if I had said something before. I was 17, and when it first happened, the incident, I didn't have anyone to talk to about it. I was very alone, and I was very embarrassed, and I literally didn't know what to do. I didn't want to talk about it then, and to be honest, I don't want to talk about it now. I don't want to go into details. It's embarrassing and it's horrible to relive it. However, I also don't want him to get away with this.
Despite people having their own opinions on young Philly, at this point his career was ruined. He'd been dropped by numerous high-end brands. Foot Asylum, the FA had an England football team series coming where he was doing cooking with them. M&S is another brand he was working with. Heinz, he was meant to have his own sauce. This guy had worked with the Army, BBC, every brand you could think of across the UK, and now had been dropped by all of them. He had to post up $100,000 bail and now will remain for at least 2 months in Australia as he awaits to go to court to sort out this situation. A reputation is something that takes you a lifetime to build and can be destroyed in a matter of seconds.
So basically, that's the celebrity I've been blocked by. Just briefly, he followed me about 2019, didn't know who he was, had conversations, blah blah, thought he was alright. Yeah. And then he wanted me to go to his, so I was considering it, and then he broke his leg. And I was like, well, I'm not coming up then, you broke your leg. And then he was like, you're a waste of time, blah blah blah, block me. So I'll show you. And there we have it. I'm not being funny. I'm not going up there to just ride your dick, darling. That's not fucking happening. So, I'm a waste of time, look after yourself, and yeah, blocked. Fucking blocked. Fuck you, young Philly, you prick.
Young Philly appeared back in the police station once again. He's going to have to do this multiple times until late December, so we're going to keep getting snapshots of him going to the police station. But a video emerged of young Philly at a VIP spot in the after show party moments before he allegedly on a young fan.
I see, you know I'm drunk. Look, this is how you know I'm drunk. I've got baseball. I mean, young Philly. I realised I was drunk with that one, so I done that.
So yeah, we just have young Philly in this situation, but nobody was speaking out from the actual scene. The victim didn't come out and speak. She's kept her identity secret. The only thing we had was a TikTok live where a friend had spoke about the situation. This is quite painful to watch, but the only details we have to go by now is an alleged friend speaking about what possibly happened.
Calm down. We have all the time in the world. I'm listening to you. I'm here. We are here. Take your time. You say what you want to say. You don't want to say. It's absolutely fine. We are here. You know what I'm saying?
People are saying to get to the point, so I'm just going to get
No. Listen to me. Don't worry about these rascal people, you understand? Because I'll lock off comments, you know what I mean? I don't give a fuck. And to be honest, they're not liking up the live like they're supposed to, you know what I'm saying? Because I'll shut this shit off. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I want you to be comfortable in telling this story because we absolutely need to get to the bottom of this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sitting on here for fucking 3 hours to, you know what I'm saying, be rushed. Absolutely the fuck not. So, Cheyenne, take your time. She wanted to go back to yours to get ready for a night with Philly, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Go.
So the club was literally in town. I lived in town, so me and this other girl, we were in the club where Philly was. And as soon as she left, my friend that was going to get ready to go see him, as soon as she left, Philly started like whining on some other girl. Even though all that night, like he was like, you know, telling my friend like, oh, you know, come back with me.
Were they together or not?
No, they weren't together. Like they just used to see each other. So every time they go to a club together, they see each other on the same night. They'd always leave together, like always, yeah. So anyways, that happened. I messaged her, told her like, look, he's literally whining on some other girl. She comes back within like 5-10 minutes because I didn't live too far, and next minute he's messaging her saying, oh, come to the car, I'm leaving. And he's literally messaging her like abuse, like saying like, I'm leaving you, I don't care, like, you know. And so I've got a video of this, by the way. So we go to the back of the club, me and my friend, and then the girl that's going back with Philly, like she gets in his car and he's literally shouting at her saying like, no, get out, I don't want you here anymore, like you're taking your time, whatever. So anyways, later that night, it was around like 3 a.m, she goes to his hotel, she rings me and she's like whispering, she's saying like, oh, like Siren, can you come like get an Uber from me, like whatever. And I was like, are you okay? And she said, no, like, you know, I need to go. And she's like, actually no, wait, 1 minute. Anyways, so later that morning she told me what actually happened. So she wanted to leave around 3 a.m. when she called me, but then she said, oh, you're either staying and take your clothes off or you're leaving. So she stayed because they had history, and she just felt like, you know, he had all this power. Like, she felt so gullible in the moment. And when she told me that story like 8 in the morning, like she came literally to my place, makeup on, everything, like from the night before. Alright, can I just stop you there, because this is a lot to digest. Break it up in bits and pieces, right? So, you guys were at the club. They normally leave together, whatever it is. So she went back, got ready for a night with Finn or whatever. She was taking a bit long. He was downstairs waiting.
Then rumours started going the other way as a TikToker said he reached out to someone from Perth and tried to expose the girl, but we don't have any idea if it was actually her. He had said this on information he got from Australia.
Hey bro, I got an update from Australia. You're gonna wanna hear this one, my guy. Someone from Perth hit me up, and imagine he showed me the girl. You see this girl? I'm not gonna post her picture because of legal reasons, bro. I am not a dickhead. I'm a bit of a prick. Anyways, so this girl, bro, first of all, let me just say something, yeah? Get this out of the way. I'ma say it as nice as possible. You know, for a while, I've seen on social media that black men and a certain type of female, it always ends up wrong. I never knew about this. I've seen it recently, and now seeing this is like, whoa. You'll probably get the gist of what I'm saying. Now let me read this. So this guy's friend told him that this girl tried to do this to Bryson Tiller when he came to Perth as well, and they didn't follow through because there wasn't enough evidence. I was like, what? So Philly been set up? Yeah, bro. I was like, damn, we gotta free him up, bro. That's why you would want to know. Oh yeah, because no one knows about this, bro. No one's saying this anyways. Because I'll be real, man. You know him as a real guy. I used to watch Philly. You know when he was coming up, I used to fuck with him. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's that same thing, you know, when a person blows and then they change. In my eyes. But anyways, bro, this is real shit straight out of Perth, my guy. You know, man's international now. Obviously, if you want the picture, they tuned in. Someone is bound to release it, then obviously we can as well. You take care, I'll keep you updated. Make sure you're following.
Both of these friends are sitting on the fence. We have a side saying he possibly was set up, but we don't know the exact information if it was true or any links to that. Then we have the other side, an American YouTuber, Fresh and Fit. One of the guys on there had come out and said he had seen young Philly being weird in a club with a girl and gave a story further detrimenting his character.
You don't need to be thirsty, bro. Like, you can get pictures all day. Like, you just pull up, bro. Young Philly's here. They'll come to you. Why you gotta be so aggressive? It's like, for what? The nigga's like thirsty, bro. Like, when I say like overly thirsty, it's like grabbing her, trying to pull her to the car, take away from her friend. It's just like, bro, do your thing. I'm not gonna stop you because.
So he walks in, he sees you talking to her, and you're with her, but she dancing with him. And he still goes and tries to grab her.
Yeah. Mind you, I'm like circling club. That's important. Different girls at the same time, so I'm like, doing my thing. But nonetheless, I'm there like, you know what? I ain't forcing it. Hey, bro, if you take her, cool. Mind you, the whole time her friend's like, yo, no, she likes you a lot. She told me this before. She's gonna come to your hotel, whatever. Don't worry. So we walk outside of the club, and we're just there chilling. I kid you not, bro. The nigga's pulling the girl to the car, like pulling her, legit pulling her. And I'm like, I'm gonna go to the hotel. And her friends are like, yo, this is crazy. Like, what's happening? Somebody go get her. She's like, where you guys going? Like, why are you doing this way? I'm like, I'm out of here. So you're with her friend? Yeah. But I leave. Right? I leave and go to the hotel. I just leave. Cause remember, that was a scenario there that's happening. Like, he's pulling her to his car.
This is the last time we're at lunch, by the way, guys. I wasn't there.
Yeah,
I'm
just like, bro,
you guys know I hate night.
I don't want to be involved with this because I can see where this is going if it gets to that point, and then like, if that whatever happens, happens. So I leave. I go to my hotel. I get a text saying, yo, listen, I'm dropping her off to you right now, which is the YouTuber girl that told me she's coming.
Okay, so she grabbed her from him.
Yeah. And then I asked her, so what happened? You didn't want to go home, boy? Oh no, this and that, he's being pushy, whatever. But I want to go home with you. I just don't want to like make a scene. I'm like, alright, cool, whatever. And then that was it. Kind of find out. I called the other YouTuber girl later on. She told me the full story of what happened that night. We're like, I don't know if he was on. I don't know what he was on, bro. He was just like heavily thirsty for that girl, and he wanted to smash by any means possible. So I was like, oh shit, this is how this nigga moves. So yeah, everyone knows. So that's when I heard the story. I'm like, I'm not surprised because I've seen it myself, and I've heard from other people the same thing.
The boy Young Philly, what is going on with him? So he was back at the police station again today, and apparently he was blowing kisses to his fans and also swearing at reporters. It's a stressful time for him right now, as he may be stuck in Western Australia for 2 years as he waits to face his trial. He blew a kiss to his fan and was waving today in better spirits as he went to the police station to do his regular checkups. He arrived at the court. As he got out, he said F in hell and was shocked at the sight of numerous paparazzi. Again, he did not directly talk or address the situation. Apparently inside the courthouse, cops had no issue with him changing the address he was bailed to, saying it didn't appear to have raised any flags. He's probably settling in now to proper accommodation because he's going to be there for a long time rather than just in a hotel. Police have not released any updates in the situation other than the fact that they're trying to track down another party that she is part of the allegation who was in company with the accused. She will obviously be a key witness in trying to prove what happened on that night, but I will keep you guys posted on this case.